This is the very first video in Alpha Plus. Hello to those watching this video. Before everything, it's better to introduce this channel. We made this channel to develop your knowledge in science, so I hope you find this channel useful. But before watching the video, please subscribe my channel to make me motivated to record videos every week. And please turn on your notification to watch my new videos earlier than others. Thank you so much for your support.
The Earth is the only planet in the solar system that we could live on. Likewise, we have so many questions about how the Earth was created, and almost we talk about this kind of phenomenon every day with our friends or with our family. But I want to tell you the same thing from the view of a scientist. So we should go back to billions of years ago, when this colorful planet with several mountains and seas was like the hell. 4,500,000,000 years ago, the Earth was almost covered with molten rock and the surface temperature was likely more than 400 Fahrenheit. In other words, there were not any living structure on Earth except the atoms which made all the universe. You may think that the Earth's atmosphere has existed ever since. However, it came to existence 500 million years ago, since it took 3 steps to be made. As I mentioned, the air was super hot and the surface was covered with lava. Accordingly, they produced hydrogen and helium. But the problem was that they couldn't stay around the Earth because the energy released by the heat, and they escaped into the space. After the air was getting cooler, the lava evaporated to the atmosphere, which started to make the atmosphere for the Earth. But the temperature wasn't that much high to push the gases outside, and also gravity was another reason why such gases remained close to the Earth. And that was a time that the Earth started to have a real atmosphere. Fortunately, 2,500,000,000 years ago, volcanoes helped with this process a lot. They were formed from moving plates which helped to make life on Earth. And as you know, 99% of gas molecules emitted during a volcanic eruption consists of water vapor, H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, and sulfur dioxide, SO2. Water vapor created clouds which turned into water after the change in temperature levels caused by seasons and pressure. To that end, they made water on Earth which also cleaned all the acidic gases in atmosphere. By the time, the atmosphere of Earth had been formed by gases which made a cover for the Earth like a blanket. When CO2 dissolved into the oceans, eventually a simple form of bacteria developed that could live on energy from the sun and carbon dioxide in the water. And those kind of bacteria produced oxygen as a waste product. In a parallel process, the water in the ocean started to evaporate, which made the air circulation change. Also, the structure of ammonia broke, which separated the hydrogen and the nitrogen. Needless to say that hydrogen is the lightest, so it moved to the top of the atmosphere. Then, fortunately, a significant amount of it has gone to this space. I said fortunately because hydrogen is a very dangerous atom that could cause explosions, and if the hydrogen level gets too high, it will make too big trouble for us. First, we won't be able to breathe oxygen easily, and second, it will increase global warming. But these days, we are destroying our home with our hand. And research shows that if human wants to continue to produce greenhouse gases like now, the Earth will be similar to 3 million years ago in 2030. And if this tragedy happened, the air will be 3 or 4 degrees warmer, and almost there will not exist any ice in the north. A lot of water that is now locked up in the glaciers will be in the ocean, which means the global sea level will be about 60 feet higher than now. Likewise, this being the case, lots of regions which are close to a sea will be covered by water, and the level of carbon dioxide and methane will increase. In addition, the ozone layer will be damaged more and more by the time. That will have extremely adverse consequences for living organisms. So before placing ourselves in trouble, we can prevent everything but late to fix. Because the earth will be the home of our children and our generation in future. Therefore, in order not to jeopardize future generation life on the earth, we should prevent this before it's too late.